You're not going to believe what's happened. So, this is the second half of the video because I accidentally, I might bring this one down a little bit, because I accidentally, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. Because I accidentally pressed the wrong button on the video and accidentally stopped the video. So I meant to press pause, but I accidentally pressed stop. So that means this video is going to have to be in two halves. So we've got the first half of the video, and this is going to be the second half of the video. So now you can see I've got the apples in here cooking or baking. And we're going to leave them like that for about 1 hour. Now I just started to do this in the van, but I do not like an open fire being in the van for safety reasons. Like I said just before, when I was in the van, there's a lot flying around. So I've decided to come outside and finish this recipe outside. Oh my God, it would have been okay. It would have been okay. Oh no. Oh, no. I can't believe it. Everything has gone wrong today. But that's the reality of van life, isn't it? There's always something going wrong. I mean, it would have been okay if my power station didn't decide to die. I don't know why. I don't know how much it's going to cost me to fix. I hope it doesn't cost me an arm and a leg to get fixed. Maybe it was because I have been using the power station every night, all night, to keep my 12-volt electric blanket going so I can stay nice and warm in the van. Maybe that's why. I mean, it was working fine this morning. Back a bit. Okay, so we'll let them cook away. So I did not plan to have this video in two halves, but so as long as the apples turn out fine, then I guess that's all that matters, doesn't it? Okay. So we'll let that go for a minute. So as I was saying, is that the reason why I believe in van life is because it's a great alternative lifestyle where, you know, you can go wherever you want to go, whenever you want to go. The food is awesome. You can travel to new places, meet new people, experience new experiences, you know, and don't you dare go away, you know, and be able to live healthy by cooking recipes in your van. And I know from my experience with van life, which took me a while to figure out through trial and error, how you can make van life, you know, quite comfortable, and you can still, even though you're living in a van, you can still live a quality lifestyle. which I have discovered, and that's what I want to share with you. You know, because I want to share with you I want to show you how I live in my van. You know, so you can gain ideas, knowledge, inspiration, motivation, etc. I mean, van life is becoming really popular now, especially with the prices of rent and the cost of living are going up and up and up, making it difficult for people to live and for, oh no, come back here. Let's see how they're going. Ooh, they're cooking nicely. I'll have to get a proper lid for this pan. Anyway, I mean, everyone deserves a quality of life, regardless of where they live. Don't you agree? But unfortunately, a lot of people are forced to live on their vehicles now because of the cost of living. The rents are too expensive. Oh my God. Which I think is quite sad actually. But that's the actual reality, isn't it? Whether we like it or not. And you have to make the most of, you know, of life with the resources that you have. And if you have to move into your vehicle, whether it be a van, or a truck camper, or a caravan, or a minivan, or whatever, because you can't afford to rent or you're getting evicted and you can't afford another place to rent, you know. I mean, what do? You just have to do whatever you can do and just do the best you can with the resources that you have. But as I have found out myself, that just because you're living in a vehicle doesn't mean that you have to miss out. You can still live a quality of life. You just have to know how to do that. And this is what I want to show you with my videos. I want to show you the reality of van life, the good and bad, the ugly, everything. Like now, as you see, I was cooking in my van. I plan to use my 12-volt roaster to bake these apples in. But then my power station decided to die for whatever reason, I don't know. And therefore, my only other option is to cook on the gas stove. And I tried that in the van, but I just couldn't do it in the van with the gas stove because of safety reasons. So I brought the gas stove outside of the van, which I mean, it's common sense, isn't it? I mean, if you use common sense, you're going to go a long way, aren't you? Let's have a look at the apples. They're cooking nicely now. I think they're going to turn out nice. But we'll find out soon. When they're ready, and we'll give them a taste. Hopefully they'll turn out nice. Yummy, I can't wait to try them. But there's always something going wrong with van life. And you just have to go with the flow and make the best of it. And then, as I was changing tripods so I could film out here, as I grabbed my phone, oh no, not again. I need to get a proper lid for this pan. I think what I do is, when I get paid on payday, Instead of that, I'll get a cast iron pan with a proper lid. I'll do it that way. And stay there. And this is what I want to show you. Because things will go wrong. They do go wrong. But that's okay. That's just a part of van life. But this is where you will learn to overcome all obstacles. And you will realize that there is nothing to fear. It's all about solution making. And us van lifers, we are solution makers, If something doesn't work, we'll find another way to make it work, And we learn from our experiences. And you will find that your experiences will be your best teacher. Oh, yummy. Yummy, 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 yummy. If everything still go wrong, you still find something to laugh about. But this is what I want to show you and teach you and educate you about with my videos about van life. Because as you all know, I am a recovering domestic violence victim, survivor. And, because of that I have anxiety, depression, PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress disorder. No, don't you dare, stay there. And after I left my violent ex-marriage, I had to because I was going to die. He almost killed me. And I had to live in my car for a couple of years with Kaia because I had nowhere else to go. And that was when I realized, you're much better living in a vehicle than being in a domestic violence relationship. Or any kind of bad relationship for that matter, And so, I made it work for me. And that's when I realised, it's time for me to get a caravan because I couldn't afford to rent because the rent was too high. I mean, if your only income is like Social Security, how can you afford to rent, especially if you're on your own, and live at the same time? It's almost impossible. So this is where alternative lifestyles come into it, such as van life, or living in a caravan, or a motorhome, or a cabin out in the woods, or whatever. And I was going to buy a caravan, but then when I was watching videos on YouTube and social media, and that's how I come across the vans. And everyone's, doing van life, and I thought, well, I could do that. And I thought, van life would suit me better than living in a caravan because I can't tow a caravan. So, and it was important for me to have a decent sized van where it's pretty roomy and comfortable. But also at the same time, I can park it into a normal sized car park. And that's where I found my van, which I've named Kaia, because my van is because my van is a 2005 Kaia van. And that's perfect for me. I mean, there's only me and Kelly. I mean, that van is perfect for one person and a pet, of course. So, I mean, it also depends on how many people are going to live in that vehicle too. But there's only me in this van, so therefore, it's perfect for me. But this van wouldn't be good for 2 or 3 people. You see what I mean? So you're going to have to get a bigger vehicle. However, having said that, whatever vehicle you do get, you will definitely make it work for you. And because everyone is different, have a look at them now. Ooh, they're coming along nicely. Ow! Oh shit! I just burned myself. I have to be careful. Here I am preaching to be careful, and I'm not being careful. Oh my God. Oh well, so be it. So be it. You know, so, let's see, what is the time now? Okay. We've still got about another half an hour to go. Ooh. Before those apples are done. So that gives me plenty of time to what I want to talk to you about this van life. Because as I found out for myself, and as so many other people have found out for themselves too, you know, like before they started van life, you know, they were freaking out and worrying about this and about that, including myself. And then after a little while after they started their van life, you know, they realized that they started to enjoy it and that there was nothing to fear. And that it turned out to be fun, like an adventure, which it is. You know, so if you're thinking about starting van life, let's move this water around a bit. I might need to add a bit more water to stop them from burning. I'll do that now, so I'll be right back. Don't you run away. Okay, so I'm going to add a bit more water. Okay, I'll put the kettle down there for now. Because I'm on a slight hill, the water kept running down this end. You can just move these apples down here. Come out. Oh well. Oh well, so be it. I'm sure they will taste okay. So I'll let that go a little bit. So, if you're thinking about starting the van life because you have to, or because you want to, or maybe because of both, you want to and you have to, there's really nothing really to worry about. I suppose people worry about it because they're worried about the unknown, which I can understand that. I mean, I was in that position a few years ago myself too. But you will learn that it's okay. You know, van life is acceptable now. It's illegal to live in a van. Oh well, I mean, self-camping isn't really, but you can get away with that. So how are they going? You know, it's just that you will learn to make it work for you. And this is what I want to show you in my videos. So you can get ideas, knowledge, inspiration, motivation, etc. You know, I mean, I understand van life isn't for everyone. However, some people have to live in their van to do van life, whether they like it or not, because that is their only option. And if that's the case for you, like I said, you will get used to it. You will make it work for you. And what you do is, before you move into your van, you do research and you watch YouTube videos about van life. And okay, they're coming along okay. You know, you can, when you get your van, you can do when you get your van, you can like do a proper build, or you could do a non-build. And either way, they both look good. If you've noticed in my van, I've converted my van myself, and I did not know anything at all about converting vans. And I learned through watching YouTube videos. So if you're worried about, oh, how am I going to convert my van? I don't know anything. Don't worry, because if I can convert my van, you can too. Those are coming along nicely now. Let's check the time. Okay, we'll give them 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes and I'm going to turn it off, and then we'll close it up and see how they turn out, and hopefully they will turn out okay. Now, this is the first time I've ever cooked this recipe. Like I said, this is baked apples in butter, sugar and cinnamon, which is a recipe from the Titanic menu. And remember, as I said earlier in the first half of this video, is how I came across this recipe was because I was watching a documentary about the Titanic on YouTube, where they were showing different artifacts from the Titanic, including the Titanic menu, which was really interesting. And that's when I thought, I wonder what those foods tasted like for those passengers who either perished or survived on that fateful ship. And so, yeah, they're coming along nice. So I googled recipes from the Titanic menu, and I went through them. And when I came across this recipe, I thought, bingo, because it sounds nice, it sounds delicious, and it's easy to cook in your van. And that was the thing that motivated me the most to choose this recipe, because it's easy to cook in your van. Can you see them? Well, voila. You bring some more water back around here. And that is the moral of the story for this video, because there are so many different elements to van life. Like I mentioned earlier, you know, you've got the traveling, you've got the freedom, you've got the cooking, etc. And when you're cooking in your van, you want to cook easy recipes that are also nice and delicious recipes too, because like I mentioned, you know, even though you're living in your van, you still want to be able to live a good quality, healthy lifestyle while living in your van. And this is what I want to show you with my videos, how I live in my van, so you can get some ideas, inspiration, motivation, knowledge, etc. Because there are so many people turning to van life now, whether they like it or not, whether they want to or not. Let's get rid of some of this. And this is what I want to show you and explain to you, that look, I'm living in my van and I enjoy my van life, and that's about it for now. Okay, so I'll turn that off now. Beautiful. Okay, I've turned the stove off now, but I'll leave the foil on and let that sit for a few minutes just to make sure that they're baked properly. But the thing is, you know, I want to show you how, okay, you're living in the van, but you can still live a good quality lifestyle. You just need to know how to do that. And this is what I want to show you. I want to show you how I live in my van, how I live a good quality lifestyle, how I live comfortably in my van. And if I can do that, I know you can too. And I want to be like a motivator for you. And so if you have to move into your van because you have to, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You do whatever you have to do. And if you can't afford, or you don't know how to do a van build, just do a non-build for now. And like I said, you watch YouTube videos about how to do that, like how I did. Okay, so I'm going to grab a plate and plate these up, and let's see how they taste. So I'm going to put you on pause. Don't run away. Okay, so I'm back. I thought I'd move out of this sun because it was getting too bright in my eyes, so this is better over here. That's how the apples have turned out. Name of the truth. Hopefully they'll turn out okay. I'm just disappointed with how my power station decided to die, so I couldn't use my 12-volt roaster to bake these apples in. And because of all the drama that happened, and I accidentally stopped my video that I was making instead of pressing the pause button, so I ended up with That's why I've ended up with two parts of this video, but oh well. That's van life for you, isn't it? It's just the reality of van life. There's always something going wrong, but that's okay. Because us van lifers, we always find a solution. So moment of truth, let's see how they go. Ooh. Mmm. Mmm. Oh my God. I can't believe it. After all that drama, after all that hustle, they turned out to be quite nice. Can you believe that? Okay, so that was the Granny Smith apple. It's very sweet. Okay, let's just cut this piece up. Okay. So this piece here is the nasty pear. Mmm, 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 mmm. Mmm. Mm-hmm. How they turned out. You can definitely taste the difference between the Granny Smith apple and the nasty pear. The nasty pear's turned out quite nice too. Very sweet as well. Okay, so this piece here is the, I might put this up here for a minute. Oh, if I can just cut it. So this one here is the Bravo apple. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. Delicious. You can certainly tell the difference between every apple, every variety of apple, including the pear. So this piece here is going to be the Pink Lady apple. I can just get it. Mmm. Oh my God. They are all very sweet. You can tell the difference between the Pink Lady, the Granny Smith, the Nasty Pear, and the Bravo apple. They all taste very sweet. They're all delicious. You can certainly taste the cinnamon with all of them. And out of all of them, I think the Pink Lady is the sweetest one so far. Oh my God. Let's have another bite, shall we? I can't believe they turned out okay. And just get it on here. Want a bite? Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Okay, you put that up there for now. Mm. I won't talk with my mouth full. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-mm. Oh my God. It is such a lovely dessert. Very, very sweet. Well, at least that answered my question. Now I know what that recipe tasted like for those people on the passengers of the Titanic. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up this video for now. I think that's long enough. Go over this. Well, I can't believe after all that drama, the apples turned out delicious. Well, that's what that matters, doesn't it? But like I said, it's always something going on with van life, but that's okay. Us van life is our solution. Problem solvers. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up this video for now. So thanks again for joining me for today's video. I'm glad you could join me for today's video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel to support me if you haven't already done so. And don't forget to give my videos a thumbs up. I'll see you in the next video, darling. Now remember, stay safe and safe travels and drive carefully. I'll see you then. Bye-bye, darling. Bye.